When twilight falls over the sandplains of Western Australia, the sky turns the color of rose quartz. There, Bibli's liniflora stands like a tiny rainbow forest, every hair tipped with prismatic dew. On a small altar of sand sits a sticky amber flame, shards of sunstone catching the last light, and a grass fiber tag bearing the faintest golden Scorpio glyph. The droplets sparkle in 7 colors. This is Scorpio's moment, the first whisper of transformation, depth, and sacred secrets. High on a volcanic ridge in Queensland, a copper dusk settles. A colossal bunya pine cone rises like a throne from the age of dinosaurs. On the stone altar, a waxy flame smells of macadamia. Tiger's eye gleams with inner fire, and a braided vine carries a single golden Leo glyph stitched in light. The scales of the cone glow like burnished armor. This is Leo's hour, courage, sovereignty, and the roar that begins in the heart. 1,000 meters beneath the Pacific, turquoise gloom cradles a whalebone garden. Zodiac, the crimson-plumed zombie worm, roots into death and turns it into life. On a vertebra altar, a sulfide candle burns blood red, Larimar pebbles breathe ocean blue, and a kelp band holds the softest, pearl-threaded Pisces glyph. This is Pisces breath. Dissolution, rebirth, the place where endings become beginnings. In the deciduous forests of Ontario, lavender twilight brushes the forest floor. A single bloodroot petal unfurls, white as moonlight, bleeding scarlet at the touch. On the altar of moss and leaf litter, a maple-sweet candle glows crimson, smoky quartz rests like sleeping stars, and a parchment tag bears a silver Virgo glyph. The petal falls before it is fully seen. This is Virgo's sigh. Purity, service, the fleeting perfection of spring. In the thorny Somali dusk, emerald shadows stretch long. A tear of sweet myrrh, opopanax, hangs golden from the wounded branch of Kamaphora. On the altar of dust and thorn, a spicy flame rises, rose quartz chips shimmer softly, and a coral-embroidered cloth carries the gentlest Libra glyph. The air itself smells of balance and sacred exchange. This is Libra's pause, harmony, beauty, the sweet weight of fairness. Beneath the coral reefs of Palau, slate-blue light filters through water. A living chambered nautilus drifts, its shell a perfect golden spiral. On the reef altar, a pearl candle glows marine silver, chrysoprase shines apple green, and a seaweed scarf woven with a single turquoise Cancer glyph waves like tide. This is Cancer's embrace, ancient memory, protection, the spiral journey home. On the Louisiana bayou bank, jade twilight drips from cypress knees. A mitten-shaped sassafras leaf glows like green fire. On the altar of wet earth, a tupelo candle burns root beer sweet, banded malachite rests heavy, and a bark journal opens to a golden Taurus glyph. The scent promises grounding and pleasure. This is Taurus's anchor, sensual earth, stubborn beauty, roots that will not let go. Along the cold North Sea dunes, teal dusk meets the tide. Sea rocket stands salt-stiff, corky pods rattling in the wind. On the altar of sand and shell, a samphire candle burns briny, labradorite flashes electric blue, and a linen cloth bears a single teal Aquarius glyph. The wind carries tomorrow. This is Aquarius's vision. Freedom, innovation, the salt-edged future. Deep inside a decaying whalebone, aquamarine light finds the green threads of Stichococcus, tiny algae weaving life from death. On the altar of marrow and salt, a briny candle glows, green fluorite pulses, and a kelp basket holds a golden Gemini glyph. The filaments speak in quicksilver. This is Gemini's curiosity. Connection, duality, the endless question. High on a subalpine ridge in Yellowstone, coral twilight crowns the world. A purple white-bark pine cone clings to the branch, seeds locked until fire sets them free. On the altar of stone and snow, a fir candle burns sweet, carnelian glows like embers, and a pine needle bracelet carries a single crimson Aries glyph. Somewhere, a nutcracker screams defiance. This is Aries' spark, initiation, courage, the first flame of spring in the highest places. And so the wheel turns, 12 altars, 12 breaths of dusk, 12 sacred plants and creatures holding their quiet vigil under the same twilight sky. Each carries a candle, a stone, a woven sign, and one barely visible glyph, because every sign in its own wild place is waiting for you to remember. You were never separate from the Earth's secret calendar. The night is vast, the candles are small, yet together they light the whole medicine wheel of your becoming. Walk softly. The plants are listening. The stars are watching. And the twilight, always the same twilight, belongs to all of us at once.